minus the boy. This is my second time doing this video, guys. I have to shorten it. So anyway, so we're gonna do a movie review today. The movie is Hillbilly. Elegy. I cannot pronounce the. I'm gonna butcher some words just in case. Let you know in advance. So anyway, it's a Netflix movie. It came out this year. It's a great movie, guys. Let's start in with our check-in. So our check-in, if you are new, welcome. And then the check-ins, just checking in on what's your mood for today, as long as it's positive, as long as it is appropriate. You can put it below. Put your check-ins below, guys. So my check-in is dance moves. It can be emojis. It can be tell me how you feel. It can be dance moves. You know, put what you're comfortable putting. But anyway, so mine's going to be. I'm so silly, right? So anyway, so let's get into this movie review. I have to really be sparing on this time because my other video was about 17 minutes. You know, our movie is only telling me I can do 15. So anyway, so let's jump right into it. So this movie is about a young man, JD, who is going through his life, family life. He has a mother who is battling with addiction, substance abuse use. In the movie, it is shown that she had a heroin overdose later in his adult life, where he was a student at Yale. So yeah, so it's really showing his lifespan. Well, from his preteen years, I'll say it looks like to be. Where it's a little bit of instability. You see some verbal, you see some physical abuse, you see maybe some anger things going on, impulsivity too. I'm saying all this within the mother character, but it can also be related to the substance abuse use, guys. So yeah, so basically it's just showing him trying to cope with what's going on. He had a lot of anger. He felt like his mother was a bad mother, and he could understand that this was a disease that she was truly battling. So he had went on his route of trying to find different ways to cope. So he engaged in friendships that necessarily weren't the best for him, and did some risky things. He started smoking weed. To his grandmother, Mel Mom, put into that. She showed him some very tough love. Get him back on the right track. And then he also noticed that his male mom actually presented with some health challenges, and it was just like an aha moment that to kind of step up to the plate and take school more seriously, and really try to have some goals for himself. So yeah, his male mom was a big impact on his life, right? He also had a sister. He had a girlfriend for his adult later years that he had for support, and he would call when he went home. He had a grandfather growing up, and of course he had his mom. So yeah, he had a support system. So some of the things that kind of pointed out throughout the movie was possibly some trauma, some PTSD. So his mother actually grew up in a looks to be domestic violence home, where she seen her parents fight, and maybe her way for coping was to numb pain and use substances, right? So yeah, and we're kind of seeing it playing out where now she's trying to raise her own family. She's a nurse. She's raising her own family, but she's still battling this disease. I also, so like I said, I see some anger and positivity in the mom, so I'm really brainstorming about maybe some mental health going on as well. So yeah, it's really just showing, from his perspective, how he's trying to cope and what the family's been through, and you know, them trying to find stability, dealing with the past, dealing with his mother, and her battle. So I think I kind of wrapped everything up in 5 minutes as far as the summary. So it really ended up on a good note. You know, guys, everyone, I guess it's based on the true movie. So everyone, you know, in the end had their own life. I won't tell you the end because I want you to go watch it for yourself. But everyone came out good at the end. I just want to say that JD definitely was resilient. He went to the Marines, so knowing what was going on at home, he still had the courage to leave home and to be goal-oriented and stick through things, you know, despite what happened. He got to a point in his adulthood, you know, after a conversation with his sister, to forgive his mom and just be in a different perspective besides himself, you know, that his mother had been through some things as well. And then he was able to establish his own life. So that's pretty much how the movie was ending, where he was realizing, you know, this environment really did play an impact on my childhood and on me. But in the end, I have to really, you know, live my own life and differentiate, you know. And that's what he ended up, you know, choosing his own life and priorities. He also went on to be a student at Yale studying law, and that's actually where he graduated from. He's married now, according to the movie, the end of the movie, and have 2 sons. So yeah, definitely resilient. That's what it looks like, overcoming your challenges in your environment. And you know, you may not see other examples, but you're choosing to be the example that you would like to be for your future, right? So I want to talk about some family approaches. So we haven't did that yet here. Sorry, I'm talking so fast because I'm really trying to be stingy with the time. But let's talk about Bowen. So Bowen, family approaches. He's looking at family emotional states. He's looking at it as a unit. He's looking at it from a system perspective, where, oh, yeah, so that's what I'm going to talk about, the genogram. So he uses genogram. So it's like, yeah, it's like 3 generations. So you draw, you know, the diagrams with the bubbles and line. You connect that with the bubble. And that's your mom. Then that's you and your siblings. And yeah, so the genogram. So it's usually used to point out different patterns within the family. It can be health conditions. It can be birth, genders, whatever. But it really points out different patterns that gets, you know, throughout 3 generations. Going a step farther, we're going to go to Virginia Santier. Butcher stuff, guys. And she has conjoined family therapy. It's intergenerational, so you're looking at things from generations of families. And that's kind of what it is. We talked about it earlier when, you know, the mom seeing domestic violence and using drugs to cope. Whereas now, you know, JD is seeing this and, you know, coping as he can as a child, you know. So we're looking at the intergenerational, we're looking at relationships between couples and families, and we're looking at it as a system. We're looking at to improve communication and coping skills, which would be great, right, for the movie. And then we're looking at setting goals for improvement. So yeah, I feel like these are 2 approaches that would be good in this, like a family approach type of setting. We can also do individual. So I'm pretty sure maybe down the line they did individual counseling themselves, just to, you know, be able to understand it from themselves and to have the healing, because when this situation type happens, it affects everyone. It's not just one person affected. So that's why I went ahead and did the family, because it affects everyone that's involved, right? So yeah, I'm wrapping it up now, guys, at 10 minutes. So go ahead and put your reactions below to the movie. Go ahead and put your check-ins below. Put in your request for the next video below, guys. I'll see you next time, and hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button as well, guys. Yeah, see ya. Hope I didn't go too fast, but I just really was trying to stay in this time frame. So see you guys next time. Watch this movie. It's bomb, okay? Um, like I said, I'll do movie reviews too, so you can see things with your eyes. So we looked at substance abuse use today. We saw some PTSD, as far as some trauma that had been going on and how it carries throughout your life. Yeah, right. So yeah, great guys, great movie. Check it out. See you next time.